Every day, chat and chart live during the New York session. Here, real traders share the raw truth, their mindset, technical analysis, and execution. This is where real traders show their skill set. Welcome to Tradin TV. This is your stage to shine.
Hello, hello. How are you doing? Hello. Hi Tommy. How are you doing? Hello, hello. Can I take trade on high impact news events using what are you I mean, I'm not sure what's the question. So I understand the question, but if you are trading on a prop firm, you're not allowed. If you are, what's your broker? Just so we can start answering this question properly, I will have to know what broker are you using, because Tradin is 1/500 the leverage, so you don't have 1 to 2000. On the leverage is dynamic. So if you run a test, you will see that you don't have 1 to 2000. Okay. Okay. First of all, are you talking about gold or Nasdaq or any? I mean, maybe if you're talking about forex, it works different. But on with gold, I'm 100% sure you don't have 1 to 2000 because it's dynamic. And rest assured, during the high impact news that you're talking about, it's impossible that you are going to have 1 to 2000. Gold, no way, you don't have 1 to 2000, that's for sure. It's not only Tradin, it's all the brokers. I work with other brokers and it's the same. So the max leverage that you have is 1 to 2000, but that doesn't mean that you actually have at specific moments of downtime 1 to 2000. Okay, so I would say you have 1 to 500, but you can double check that with support, but I'm pretty sure. And high impact news, unless you are a super pro, professional, I mean, I don't recommend to trade high impact news. Hi Arfiken, how are you doing? Let me check the news while we are waiting for Saif. Just a second. Okay, we have important news in 25 minutes. Let me double check with Forex Factory. That's on investing. Today it's Thursday. Okay. Yep. In 30 minutes. We have important news in 30 minutes. So bear with me a second. Okay. Arifkan, I hope so. I'm just waiting for him. So let's give him a few minutes to join in. Let me ask the staff on the background, in the background. So I will let you know if Saif is joining. High impact news in around 25 minutes. So stay away of the market at that time. Okay. Calendar, no more important news today. Let's check afterwards. Is there anything else important? No. No more news, so it's only okay. Mhm. Okay, let's go. Let's try to find something to trade. Let me share my screen in a second. So bear with me a second. So I'm going to share my screen and we'll try to find good a good opportunity. Um, Danny, hello Danny. I'm break even 1.5 years. I have my data and trade history, but I don't know what mistake am I doing. Did you ask the same question a few days ago, Danny? Was it you? Let me know if it was you. Arfkan, we also like you. Thank you very much. But when you both came together, then it will more fantastic. It is, and Saif, it's so amazing. He's a super professional. Uh, it's way better than I am, and professionally speaking, I mean. And honestly, I super enjoy when I share time with him on the live stream. Maybe for some reason he didn't have the time to let us know he won't be joining today. Anyway, I'm going to share my screen and let's work. Let's get to work, okay? Uh, uh, uh. Okay. Can you see my screen? I hope so. Hi Samuel, someone in the back. Can you share my screen, please? Hello, hello. Danny, it was you. Okay. Okay, thank you. Thank you. Yeah, all right, here we are. Ready to take some action, just waiting for some opportunity to come up. So, Danny, yeah, so if I'm not mistaken, what you are asking is you are on break even for 1 year and a half. So you win, you lose, you win, you lose. And you have data and trade history, but you don't know what mistake you are making. That's pretty weird. Okay, I'd like to see the data. Oh, okay. Okay, so as a starting point, there's nothing wrong on being on break even for a few months, even for a year, year and a half. But it's also important because why it's not wrong to be on a break even situation or stage for 1 or 2 years, because sometimes your strategy, your specific strategy, might work better in specific market conditions. Everyone's strategy works different in different market conditions. So mine is not going very well lately, and some people are making tons of money with a different strategy, same market that I'm trading now. So that said, you have to analyze why are you on break even. So first of all, are you following your strategy? And before answering yes or no, it is very important that you write down what are the steps for your strategy. What do you do to analyze an entry or to decide if you are going to enter a trade? Do you, I don't know, check 5 minutes, 1 minute, 1 hour, 10 minutes? What do you check? What time frames do you check? What time do you start trading? When do you stop trading? What's your window, operational window to do your job? Um, what a candle. What instruments are you working with? It's only gold. It's gold, Nasdaq, DAX, Forex, whatever. So this is important because since you don't know what's going on, we need to start drilling down. Okay, so we start from the beginning, and then we say, okay, how many time frames do you use to analyze? What's your strategy? What do you see or what you look for on every time frame, on each time frame, right? So let's say in 10 minutes, I look for a moving average crossover, the 21 with the 13. It's just an example. And then I move to 5 minutes, and then I wait for the same crossover. And the moment I have a signal in M10 in 10 minutes, and I do have the same signal in 5 minutes or in 1 minute, I do enter the trade. And then next question is, okay, what's your stop loss? It's a fixed stop loss and take profit. Let's say 20 pips stop loss, 60 take profit, or it's dynamic. How do you base your risk management, your stop loss and take profit? Is it different for every trade that you take? Like, nah, I think gold is going up. It's very, yeah, let's put 20 pips stop loss. Or well, gold's not moving, so let's give um, some space to move in. Let's put 60 pips stop loss. You have to find, you have to do that for every single piece of the strategy, and then we'll move to something else. But the first thing is the strategy, and see if there's like a leak somewhere, like something, oops, I'm not doing the same every trade. That's the leak. And then you move from the strategy as a starting point. And then I would say, when do you sit down and when do you get up off the chair? So when do you start working and stop trading? Do you trade every single day? You don't. Um, you said I only trade gold. It's only gold. Is it always gold? Or sometimes, yeah, gold's not moving very good. Let's change to Nasdaq. You need to find your flaws. That's tiny, small, tiny points, not very important if you take them independently. But when you add up a few things here and there, it's quite a lot of things that you are not doing properly, and maybe that's the reason you are on break even. But I will need to know more about everything that you do, actually. Let me read some of the comments. Tommy, dynamic margin. Oh, yeah, dynamic margin level rules. Can you please explain me in detail? I'm not a super expert at this subject, this topic, dynamic margin leverage. But one thing is that the max amount of leverage that Tradin or most of the brokers give you could be 2,000, but that doesn't mean that you have 2,000, 1 to 2,000, all right? So high impact news, it drops maybe 1 to 500 or 1 300. Special moments over the day, during the day, same thing. As an average, I have 1 to 500, okay? That's plenty of margin for a real account, plenty. Um, but you need to ask support for specific conditions where they change the leverage margin. Okay. Sadiq, hello, hello. Danny, you trade Forex. Oh, 10 pips. I know very little about Forex. I traded Forex for a year, kind of 1 year, 2 years, I don't remember. I didn't like it at all. It was extremely difficult because Forex market works different than indices like gold. Even if you work at work with them in CFDs as I do. It's not the same gold or Nasdaq that Forex pairs. Okay, at least you only trade 2 Forex pairs. That's fine. 10 pips stop loss, I assume. So it's always 10 pips. How do you determine it has to be always 10 pips? And what about the profit target? And then with this data that you are providing me with, I would say, okay, if your stop loss is 10 pips and your TP is whatever, let's assume it's 10 pips. How many times are you on the right side? So what's the percentage profitable for longs, for shorts, and as in average, as in total, so shorts and longs? Because if you say, okay, every time I enter the market, I only win 30% of the time. Then if you are 1-to-1 risk reward ratio, you won't be profitable. So what I do with the strategies I design is, first thing is I do backtest them with a robot. So I backtest them manually, but then I use a robot because the robot is the only person. It's not the person, but you know what I mean. Is the only one not making any mistakes and entering and exiting at the right moment that I have designed this strategy. And then what I do is I analyze the statistics and I calculate, first thing I do, if this strategy is mathematically viable, if I will win on the long term, not next week or next month. Maybe I'm in a drawdown for 3 months, but in the long term, mathematically, is it viable? Can I trade this and I will make some money? So the expected value is one of the numbers that I look for when I analyze statistics. Sadiq, I joined just now. Can you explain it again? What do you want me to explain again? Yes, Danny, your trade history has to tell me a lot of things. If you have a proper diary, a proper history, if you are recording the right parameters. 39%, Danny. Okay, and what's your risk reward? So it's 10 pips for stop loss and take profit. If you tell me 1 to 2.5, it's profitable. And that's it. It's profitable. So then it's you making some mistakes on the journey. But again, the journal you are recording has to be perfect and has to be objective. So for instance, can you see my chart here? Let's say I have an entry here, okay, at this level. It doesn't matter the level. I just want you to understand how do I do it. 20 pips is 2 to 2. Okay, so you are the wrong piece of the puzzle in here. Okay, so this is my entry. Let's say this is my stop loss or my take profit, doesn't matter. And this is my stop loss or take profit, 1-to-1, okay? Let's assume the price goes, I start going on the trade, beep, 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 and it goes here. Let's assume this is my take profit, okay? I'll put some take profit, TP, TP. Oh, that's very small. Okay, this is my TP, and hence this is my stop loss, all right? Stop loss, okay. So let's see, the price goes up to my TP, to the T, see, to the tick. It's just right there. Would I write down that this trade is a TP? This is a sell signal now on gold, sell signal. I'll just wait a second. but I might join the sell side now. Okay, so if I see doing my backtest manually that this hit my TP to the tick, so 10 ticks, let's say it's 10 ticks, 10 ticks. I won't. I never, ever, I would say this is a TP because there's no slippage, there's no commission and things like that. So unless I'm up above my TP at least one pip, at the very least, I won't write down that's a TP. But for the stop loss, it's the contrary. I work on the contrary case scenario. It's one tick before my stop loss, so it didn't touch my stop loss. And I'm seeing, oh, it was right there, but it didn't touch it. It's a stop loss to me. Because in real life, the broker will hit my stop loss, that's for sure, 1,000 times. But it won't hit my take profit and another 1,000 times. Yeah? So this is the way I do my back tests. I always work with the worst scenarios. And then when I'm done with the back test and I say, woo, I'm going to be rich in 3 months, oh, it's reverting. Let me just say a second. Okay, now we could go. But there's, oh no, that's news in 7 minutes. I won't, but I would go, if there was no news, I would go short right now. Now is the time to go short. But since there's news, I won't touch anything. I'll just wait just in case. But it's a moment to go short, and let me show the area. If there wasn't any news, with my stop loss would be around here, and I'd create another area, okay? Stop loss, entry, if there wasn't any important news, and that's it, okay? So what I do, I do stop loss and take profit based on worst case scenario. And then when I'm done and I say, wow, my profit factor is 2.3, woo, amazing. How much money will I make? I round it down at least 50%. Because real life hits different than back tests. You always do a back test, but there's no platforms that recreate the market as it was in the live account at this specific second, okay? No platforms. There are better platforms to backtest than others, that's for sure, but none of them is perfect. So that's why I work with the worst case scenario when I'm backtesting, and then at the end of the backtest, if regardless of the number, I round it down 50% down. And if that number is still good, it's a go to me. I can start trading that strategy, okay? Hi, Bank Nifty. Hi, Rosa. Did the withdrawal problem solved? No. Believe it or not, I'm still trapped with a lot of capital here at Vantage Markets. Awful. It's awful, the support I'm having. And I asked for a withdrawal so I could change all my funds to Tradin broker and start working with Tradin broker. Things happen. I don't know. I'm complete trapped. There's nothing I can do other than sending emails, and asking them what's the reason I can't withdraw money. But I've been 1 week up and forth with emails. What's your date of birth? Come on, you have my documents. I mean, okay, date of birth. Again, we need a proof of your passport or identification card. Can you send us a picture? Okay, from with you holding this identification card. Okay, I send the picture. Another 1 or 2 days, another reply. Yeah, that was good. Thank you very much for your patience, blah, blah, blah. But it's not enough. Can you now send us a video? And at one point, I replied one of the emails say, do I have to dance or sing or something on that video apart from showing you my ID? So you stop pulling my leg and decide if I can or not withdraw my money, because that's a joke. What you are doing with me, it's just a joke. I have a lot of money there. To me, it's a lot of money. I can't withdraw, and you keep asking me every 1 or 2 days to send a document. Okay, so I sent the video again. Everything should be perfect now. Can you try? I tried, and of course, it wasn't. It didn't work either. It's not working. Can you please help? And so on and so forth. So I'm not going through my best moment on trading, because when something like that happens, you can't think straight. It's like, oh my, what do I do now? It's this is the money I have for trading, and what do I do now? So, regardless of what I decide to do, which is not working with Vantage anymore, I'll start moving some funds as soon as I can to Trading Broker, because as soon as I feel a little bit better, because now emotionally I'm not in my best shape, in the sense of, wow, I have a lot on my plate. Plus it's holiday season, kids are at home, blah blah blah, too many things to take care now. So I'll give it some time, and then I'll start moving some of the funds to another broker, such as Tradin, for instance. So yeah, uh, I tried to contact the management team. Yeah, there's no answer from no one. Well, one of the guys replied me, I've had a look at your case. It's like what, I don't remember the sentence he used, but something like it's been treated as very as a very important, or wow. Okay, you see why news time is not the best time to trade. Still, I think it's going down, but it would have been a stop loss. So, like, it's been treated with priority or something like that. Yeah, it's been 10 days since the high priority was set. So, uh, nothing to. That's it. Whatever it has to be, it'll be. So I delete everything from here so we don't. We don't get distracted, because I am going to trying to find an opportunity. I still think, as I said, okay, you see, well, I can't recreate now my stop loss. Yeah, look at that. And when I was like here, I said, I still think it's going down. And actually, I still think it'll go down, at least from my entry point, 60, 70 points around here, this area here. Let me put somehow. That's what I think. In regular, not news trading conditions, I would have taken this sell with my stop loss here, entry here, take profit here. Let's see how it goes. What indicator am I using? Okay, look at it. I'll answer in a minute. Look at this. So I'm going to give you the main indicator I pay attention to. So my entries are based on here. These are stochastics. It's 4 stochastics, okay? So if you'd like to note what stochastics are, I've double clicked, but you don't see the screen in here, so I'm gonna give it to you, okay? The 4 stochastics I use is the 931, stochastics 131, 1431, 44 1, 60 10 1. I say 1 because, for instance, in the stochastics have 3 values. So the first one's 9, 3, and 1 in that order. So if you use MetaTrader, okay, in some other platforms, I don't know the order, but it's 931, 1431, 441, 60 10 1. What I do is I look for divergences. And apart from that, you can see a few bullets in here. You can see bullet up bullets, down bullets. I think you can see them as well. Let me show you maybe here, not so I can, so you see these bullets? These bullets are a price action in specific areas, okay? So I look, if you look at my chart, when there's a bullet upwards or downwards, the price always does something like that. It goes down and up. It goes down and up, and there's a bullet here. Down and up, a bullet here. Down from there, from up here. Down and up, bullet here. Let's find more downwards bullets. It's up and down. It's a, you know, I think they call it buy the dip. Buy the dip is when you see price is going up, you wait for a reversal, a little bit of retracement, and then you start buying again with the trend. Okay, if we find a nice trend, that one, for instance, that was a fantastic entry. So there's a trend. When I call it a trend, bear in mind I am in 1 minute chart. Okay, so my trend is absolute nothing to someone that is working in 1 hour time frame. Okay, but to me that's a trend. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 candles in a row together upwards. That's going up. It goes down and it retraces. I didn't have the bullet because it's not an important area, but this is buy the dip. The dip is a little bit of a retracement. It goes up again, we buy. A little bit of a retracement, we go back again, we buy in here. There. Okay, we buy here. What kind of dips do I like? The easy ones. I don't pay attention to every single dip because I would go crazy, but it's up, dip, but it's a small dip. This candle didn't went more or less to the same level as the max, so it kept going down and up. This one here took away 1, 2, 3, 4 candles. That's the one I like it here. It gave me the signal in that one. It's fine again. Up. That's enough. 50 pips. That's 50 pips. It's a lot to me. All right. So this is the what I do. I'm going to leave this area here, this one here, because this is the entry I said I would have taken without any news just to avoid that. People know where the stop loss are, and my stop loss would have been here, and they know everything. Let's see if that trade would have been okay without the news. Okay. So Sadiq, this is the indicator, the main indicator. Well, then you can see here some moving averages. This is the 200 exponential moving average. This is the 800, again, exponential moving average, 1000 exponential moving average. And then you see two small moving averages up here. I don't know if you can see them clearly. I use the same moving average in every time frame, right? And I have the 21 moving average and the 13. Maybe we can see it better here. There, these two. I know you can't see my charts very clearly, but that's why I'm saying this is the 13th and the 21 moving average. Small moving averages give me a lot of information about what was the price 21 was the average price 21 movements candles ago. Same with the 13 moving average. 200, 800, 1000, I only use them as an understanding. Some people say, okay, if price is above the 200, you just buy. I don't do so. I buy when I have to buy, regardless of if price is above 200 or down uh, below 200. Same with the 500, 800, 1000, whatever. So I do buy and sell regarding of the price position, but I look for divergences in order to buy and sell. No opportunities for now, so I'm just waiting. Sadiq, what do you mean? How do you set up the stochastics? You just go to where's stochastics? Why do I have that here? I don't know what. Okay, anyway, you don't see my pop-up window here, but you click on the stochastic. It's there, stochastics, and then the parameters are the percentage K, percentage D, and the slowing. Percentage K is the period. It's 60 for one of the stochastics. Percentage D is 10, or whatever you want, of the ones I've said, of course, and the slowing is 1. And then the main signal, stochastic, let me put it on the chart. Okay. Just a second. Why can't I not track it? Okay, no, this one, that's an indicator I should remove. Pretty straightforward, doesn't matter. Okay, so that, oh, you don't see it. So, but you see there's a yellow line. This is the signal line. On MetaTrader, there's the main signal and the signal. So the main line and the signal line. The main line, I don't take it into consideration. It's only the signal, but I'll put some yellow line, orange, let's say orange line to the main line so you can have a look at them, okay? You see stochastics have two lines. One is called, as I said, the main and the signal, all right? So I don't do signal. It's only the main line that I keep it. And you do the same for the four stochastics that I have. I'll repeat it just in case. It's a 9, 3, 1, 14, 3, 1, 40, 4, 1, 60, 10, 1, the one that you're seeing here. And then you can see here 60, 10, 1. It's there. It's right at the bottom. 60, 10, 1. You do the same with the 4 stochastics and you'll have most of my setup, okay? There is selling strength, I would say, but nothing is clear to me for now, so I am doing nothing. And the moving averages is again, it's an indicator you can that you have on MetaTrader 5. Okay, with no news, it seems it's very close to my stop loss. It's giving me weird signals. So I'm not trading now. I'm still expecting for gold to go there. So it's still a valid signal. Valid signal, remember, was here, not here or here, or now that it's bouncing back down. No. So I would have taken the trade what I said, and that's here. What I don't like, you see on M3, I just look at M3 in order to see these wicks. These wicks down, up, down, down, but now again, down and up, down and up. When I see something like that, I don't really like trading because the market is fluctuating, not randomly, but I would say in an area that I don't like being involved. Oh, and this also the candles. You see there's green and red candles. This is a indicator that I took from TradingView. It's called, I don't know, let me let me check. Momentum version 1. Instant momentum. That's it. If I'm not mistaken, is that one. Here, this is a nice area. But I don't like what gold's doing. Epa. Okay, whoa. What happened? Sorry, I did something. I understand. Window. Sorry, I did something. I'm just trying to share my screen. I am sharing my screen. Hello, hello. Okay, there. So I had something I did. I stopped sharing the screen. So let's see a further view. Seriously, to me, still valid going to the downside. At least to this area that I marked in here. Sadiq, I don't know if I answered your question on how to set up the indicators, but I showed you if you work with MetaTrader 5, these are all indicators that MetaTrader already have. So come on, just go down to my area. Even if I'm not on a trade in a trade, it's like analyzing the market and saying, I think based on my analysis that the market is going to do so, and then it works. It's like, oh, I was right. It's still, even if I'm not trading this idea, it provides a little bit of adrenaline in the sense of, okay, I still have it. It doesn't make any sense, but that happens, not to me, to everyone. Being right is always nice. It's a nice feeling that everyone has. It should drop, honestly, in the next no more than 6-7 minutes. Let's count candles. Seven-minute stop. Dropping below those levels should be done in top 7 minutes. I'll move the mark in here. So this is the candle. I'm saying that this one's a new candle. 7 minutes from here. So this is candle 1. Yeah, 7. What, this is 6. Another there. Kind of. Let's see. Let's see how it goes. There's something missing, and I don't know what it is. No. You should die now. Come on. Bear with me. Okay, there we go. Boom. Let's see if it touches before 7 candles, the level that I mentioned. Here, before 7 candles. Okay, so nearly there. It didn't, by the way, it didn't. But it should go down actually. So it should hit this price bottoms. Okay, now an applause to me. Before 7 candles, all right? Pup, pup, pup. 4 candles, so now it might reverses a little bit, but it's a green flag just to move a little bit down. Green flag. Let me check. And this went to 60 and 90. So there we go. It should move to the area. Okay, let me see that. This is the area that I'm waiting for, kind of. $50 and 3, 6 minutes, 7. I'm a bit confused on that one now. 27. It's a green. I mean, it's a green candle to go down to the area, but it should be. It's giving me 6 minutes stop from the moment I'm just talking, but I don't know. Okay, I know. It already touched, so another applause to me. Okay, I was thinking 6 more minutes, but that was fast. So, okay, tone, TP. It hit my area. So without news, that was a fantastic sell. Without this candle, of course, this is the news candle. Top performance was 81.89. My stop loss area was above that, so I was on the safe side, and then it hit my TP area. Okay, so with that said, I think I'm closing the live stream, and hopefully we see you on the next live stream. Thank you everyone for being there. See you soon. Bye bye.